good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be for you, and welcome back to the Hardcore One Life Challenge with your boy, Roy. This is how he sits at the moment, skill-wise. Loot-wise, we're looking okay. We got the crossbow. In the bag of dreams, we have all this equipment. Seems a little bit laggy at the moment, but I hope everyone's good. I think we said at the end of the part, I can't remember if we're on 4 or 5, that we were going to catch a fish. But I wonder whether we do that up at Three Valleys. I was thinking about just looting these houses, making my way up the coast, continuing my way up the coast. There was a temptation to go up the hill to the next little town, but with the cardio mod on this server, that would be a painful climb. And would it really be worth it? We may find the hoe of dreams, the shovel, the pickaxe, so we could finally start planning a sort of halfway house, a base of sorts. Not a base, more like a homestead, somewhere where we can just grow food that we can then take with us further inland. Very, very cloudy, misty day. I think we just loot these houses, these sheds, deal with the zombos, and then we'll probably start to get hungry when we get up to Three Valleys. On the way, sorry, when we get to Three Valleys, there could be police crash convoy, which could be tricky to deal with, the Zeds. But it might be worth it if we could finally get a weapon that would enable us to hunt, like a pioneer, a scout. Let's not get into trouble. Let's not be too blasé straight off the rip. And get a deep wound or something critically annoying like that. But yeah, I think I've gone off the plan of going up the hill. I think we just quickly dip in here. We don't need the pants. We could do with something to fix up our pants, though. The cargoes are badly. Is everything else okay? The gloves are badly. We've still got the spares, have we? We've got medical gloves in here, haven't we? Yeah. Okay, we've got some medical gloves to fall back on if we need to do some bin dipping. There wasn't a lot of bin dipping in the last episode. I'm surprised we didn't have more complaints in the comments. I'm not missing a dog house here, am I? We have got plenty of bone hooks, sorry, genuine hooks, but we don't want to pass up the opportunity to maybe get some more. Doesn't look like there are any zombies around here, and we are slightly desynced. I hate to kill the immersion, but stuff is going into my inventory a bit slower. Not happy with that. Ooh, a screwdriver's nice, especially when it's pristine. Ooh, give me those worms. We'll be digging worms up for fun. Not bad, not bad. So this is a bit of an arduous hike. We might as well check this shed. What if it's the shed and this one at the back? What if it's the one that has the shovel in it? The garden hoe. We're getting caught up on the long grass. That's what's making the walking feel a little bit skew-if. Nothing in there. We're going this way anyway. Let's check this garden shed. Our sleep is okay. We've still got the buff carried over. I didn't want to go to Scalicity because of the mummies that can spawn around the castle. I don't think we're equipped to deal with them. We're taking a beating for a whole lot of nothing over on Scalicity. So let's get out of this tall grass. Let's get onto the main road. Hopefully we don't get run over by a car. There are 4 or 5 other players on the server at the moment, so we've got to be wary of running into someone with bad intentions. And even if we wanted to do something with the crossbow of dreams, remember we'd have to deal with the reanimated corpse. And reloading the crossbow is quite slow, so to put them down with our spare bolt would be tricky. We'd probably have to stand there and just beat them to death with the pipe wrench and hope we don't take too much damage. But if they look super geared, we don't want any of that, particularly as we're on like a one life challenge. It's all about surviving rather than going out murdering people, unless the opportunity presents itself, of course. Never one to back down, our Roy, but it would be a shame. We should build up some athleticism this way anyway, because it is a long road up to Three Valleys. A little bit boring. You can always skip this bit. A few minutes, nothing will probably happen. There is a little hunting stand, like a feeder shack, up on the left side of the train tracks. We don't really need to go on the train tracks looking for stones either, which could be an option, but we're not going to take that. Oh. Server does feel a bit clunky, gotta be honest. We're carrying far too many feathers as well. But when it gets to a point of prioritising, we know we can drop stacks of feathers to make room. Could make some extra feathered bolts along the way, because we can stack them, what, 5 deep? We could use the stone knife that we've got. Should we do that in the tree here? Just in case we get ourselves in a wheel jam. Oh. Split them. There's already a loose one on the floor as well, which is cool. So we'll have all 4 short sticks ready to turn into bolts. And then we just add the feathers to them. And we're quite stacked. It means if there was a police crash convoy, maybe we can deal with the Zeds quite quickly at a distance. A distance of sorts, anyway. We ain't going to be Daryl Dixon in them. Add the feathers so they become reasonable. A lot more truer in their flight when they've got feathers on them. If you could only make the improvised bolts without adding feathers, they're better than nothing, but only just. So do these stack on here now? Yeah, look at that. Full stack of 5. Plus the one in the chamber. Nice. Feel a bit better about the crossbow situation now. I think that was a good use of resources. Get rid of a few feathers. Trudge along. I'm surprised we haven't had an athletics boost yet. At least it's not raining. We're already, what? Pants are probably wet. Nothing else? Okay, we can live with the pants being wet. If the rain could just stay off, at least until we get to Three Valleys, then Solnichny is not very far away. I'd love to check out the civilian barracks in Solnichny. Whether we can get to Solnichny without fishing, I don't know. We're either going to have to fish at Three Valleys here, cook it up in the Stilted, or we could do it in Solnichny itself. I'm then in 2 minds. Do I go inland to Dolina? Or do I carry on up the coast to the Solnichny Industrial? Because there are a lot of sheds there. A lot of industrial buildings that could give us a shovel. So although there are normally a lot of zombies there, with this server it's a bit strange. The zombie distribution, you either get a load of them or none. I don't know what that's all about. It's something to keep an eye on. If anybody plays the server and they want to let me know in the comments, is there a delay on the zombies spawning in on you? So if you book it through a town quite quickly, you might not even get that zombie spawn. It feels a bit odd. I feel like somewhere in between the Walking Dead server where we saw hordes of zombies and your traditional DayZ server would be the sweet spot. You want there to be enough zombies for you to go, oh shit, there's quite a few zombies here. I'm going to have to take my time. Pick a nice path through them. But for them to be, sometimes you get no zombies in a town and we're playing a zombie sandbox survival game. Feels a bit weird. Oh, you can get a dynamic train spawn here as well, which would also probably bring all the zombies to the yard. Again, goodies. And we've got the crossbow, which should help us dispatch the Zeds. We need to use that. We picked it up, we made a couple of bolts, and I don't think we used it, but we didn't have a lot of zombies, did we? Between Electro, Kamishova. I keep thinking I can hear something behind me. Probably my own footsteps. Oh, the shoes are soaked as well, but we're still in the white. We've lost the buff. I can't believe we haven't had a boost to our athletics yet. To at least set a new personal best when it comes to the points. There we go. There he is. And we've got a little boost here for the high-speed climb. Lovely. We'll take that. Almost at 20 for athletics now. What a beast. Not too long now, folks. If you forwarded it, you don't care. You didn't even hear me say that. But if you haven't, if you're sticking with Roy live and exclusive on COD Sports. Little bend in the road, and then we might start to see the silhouette of the beige, or the bus stop, which is on the right-hand side as you approach Three Valleys. It used to be frowned upon as a spawn, even by myself when I first started playing DayZ. When I realised there was a potential convoy spawn, I don't know when they added convoys to DayZ, but when I realised there was one up the road from Three Valleys, all of a sudden, whoop, you've only got to kill the zombies if you're on an official server. Kill the zombies, search the three houses, the sheds. You can even whip around to the well if you have to, and then just book it up the road, and you might get yourself a very, very early life. Very, very nice couple of presents. Quite often gone up there, got myself like a FAMAS and a plate. Half an hour into your life? Can't ask for better than that. Juicy little spawn. It's got to be one of the... Apart from that below to west spawn, where you can get the convoy on the road opposite the airfield, it's got to be the closest spawn to a potential convoy, other than that below to one, that I can think of. Here we go. It wasn't ridiculous. It's annoying. If you're playing on a server where you've got plenty of food and drink and you can sprint that run, you're obviously going to take the time. You're going to cut the time in a third, probably, that it would take from just trotting up like this, saving our calories. That's what you've got to do. It's the price you pay for playing on the Siberia modded servers. But we're gonna search this area. We haven't got the police crash convoy or the military train, the dynamic train. But we are going to search the houses, dependent on what the zombie situation is like. The infected, if you prefer. You can climb on top of these bus stops as well. Not that it would help you against Zeds on this server that throw things at you, but if you want to be a little bit snaky. I've quite often... If I've had to go for an IRL break, I've laid down on top of here before, and then I've come back to see some freshie fighting a zombie in front of me. I had no clue. Even though you're pretty well visible. There are zombies. We can see Granny in the distance. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is your first bin of the day. 13 minutes in. What a disgrace. Bin Dippers United, and we get Frankenstein. What a classic. Shelley's Frankenstein. Great book. Great version with Robert De Niro as Frankenstein's monster. IMO. Mary Shelley. What a book. I like the way that you don't get a lot on these boats. There's a video probably going to go up soon. You may have already seen it. Maybe I put it up Wednesday before this video, where I compare some of the recent hardcore servers that I've played to Intense Winter, and you'll see if you may have already seen how that went, or it might be in the back pocket for another day. We'll see. You may have watched my first thoughts on Escape from Tarkov, if that went well, but I haven't even recorded that yet, so I don't even know. I'm talking about the future. Search this house, and then we'll make our way over towards Granny. I want to check the mustache. Don't want to get overwhelmed by zombies and get a stupid injury. We'll check the fridge. Oh, shit. Look at that. What a find that is. Cereal. 82%. That ain't going to be rotten or anything. Whew, that's going to put our apple pretty much up to full again. I know we can't fix the well with the pipe wrench because we tried that, didn't we? Or have all the wells been... Have all the wells been clear to drink at so far? I mean, we could maybe try and sneak up to the Sonlichny one when we get there. Perhaps hydration is my biggest worry. We can get it from food. Certain food. It's got to be the right food. We might as well try and use this crossbow. And we got it. Let's bring Granny on to us. Alright, let's not panic with the shot. Because she's probably going to stop. Oh, no. Oh, flipping hell. That's bad. Oh, wow. Server's having a right dump. Oh, my God. That could have been horrific. Server's done us bigly. Oh, dear. Well, I do apologize for the huge desync. I don't know if there's a restart due soon. I hope so. Might be able to sort the problems out. Let's get off the road in case someone comes past in a car. That would be hysterical. Just my luck. Irrivit is pain, isn't it? Look at that desync. Drag it over to there. Oh, huge delay. This is going to either get us killed or put us in a world of pain. Our Irrivit is for blood. Clown. Anyway, medicine goes up to 7. Let's hope the server's just having a little wonky 5 minutes. Everything seems... Look at that delay of that going into there. That's really annoying. I do apologise. Out of my control, though. As was that crossbow shot. We're going to blame it on the server lag. That was just horrific. I don't think the zombie tanked it. Otherwise, the bolt would still be on the granny. Maybe we have to try and sneak up and hit him with the business. There was another one back here somewhere. There we go. Tanked it. Absolutely tanked it. Oh wow, that's horrific. Boys, sort your server out. Come on. I might pause the video. It's only a little bit of wind in that we got. I might pause the video so you guys don't see any difference. Oh shit. Uh-oh. This is going to get me killed, this server performance. I can hear another zombie. Oh, it's a crawler. It's a crawler desynced out of your mind. But I'm going back this way. I'm going to pause the video for you guys. I'm going to relog. And we're going to see if we can fix this desync problem. Because it ain't fun at the moment. So let me get over to this house. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, we're back on the other side of a relog. Let's see if it performs better. The door's open first time. The pipe wrench come out of my hand first time. Good. We didn't take too much damage or whatever. Oh, look at this zombie. See, she's stopping. Big trouble, yeah. Big trouble. But you got to see all the bad stuff, haven't you guys? You got to see all the bad stuff. This is DayZ. This can happen. Where servers don't perform. And it may mean that you end up taking a kick-in because of it. At least our immunity went up. We'll put shock resistance. Strength went up. Alright, let's get out of town. I'm not even going to search the zombie. Let's get out of town. Let's call it quits before we get all our clothes potentially ruined. You know the drill. It wouldn't be a relog or a restart without us having to do the hotbar bug. Well, this is a fantastic episode so far. The server's taking a shit. We've got the hot bar bug. We're walking like this because we've got a slightly bruised hand and a slightly bruised ankle. That will disappear in, what, 10 seconds? Plenty of time from when we need to be a little bit more mobile and loot up Solnichny. Well, the points of interest that we want to loot up, potentially, anyway. At least that cereal did fill the apple right up, and it has meant there is a delay there on when we will need to fish, although our sleep has hit yellow, so having the buff from cooking a fish to get our sleep back up to full quickly would be nice. It's not perilous at the minute, though. And it is only going to be an hour episode today because I did the two-hour episode last time. It was great. I love the chill aspect of this server. But with it being the school holidays in the UK, probably most parts of the world now, I've got less time to record. So if I want to do other stuff, like a bit of Tarkov, COD's First Thoughts on other servers, I just haven't got enough time, enough hours in the day to spread myself out. I'd be spreading myself out too thinly with the family and recording if I commit in too many hours to a series that, quite frankly, not a lot of people are falling all over themselves to see. The ones who love it, I really, really appreciate you. They must love the struggle like I do on DayZ. But I get it, it's not everybody's cup of tea. But it, from a purely selfish perspective, is definitely not worth me committing to too many hours of a recording day once a week, if that makes sense. I hope everyone understands. But there's a competitive side of me that would want to try and get as high as I can in this skill tree before the server wipes, regardless. So don't worry, it's not how well the videos are doing are going to determine. It's going to be either Roy dies or the server wipes when this series stops. Maybe it gets put on the back burner and we don't upload the videos every Sunday. Maybe something else takes its place. But we'll still be recording Roy until he kicks the bucket. So you will find out what happens, or if the server wipes, obviously. Or if we max out everything, which I don't think will happen before the server wipes. But I don't know when the server's due to wipe. Maybe it will. Maybe we will kick this server's ass. He's doing alright so far, apart from when we get silly server performances like that. Why is my boy doubled over in pain? Like, slightly. Not doubled over. He's only got 2 hematomas. We've brushed off the sprained wrist, the sprained ankle. I know I'm yellow sleep. That can't be it. Just had a bit of rubber band in then as well. So it is a shame. We're going to get episodes like this where things are out of our control, but I don't want to completely bin off the recording and then say, oh, welcome back to the hardcore challenge. Yes, we're now in Svetlo, and you're thinking, what? We logged off in Skalisty. Bit of continuity, you know. If we can creep around here without getting any zombies on us, it would be excellent. We've got to maybe expect some internet problems over the school summer holidays as well, where there's suddenly tens of, if not hundreds of thousands of kids suddenly off school and using the internet at home, you know, and in the local area. So things like that are going to happen over the summer. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. We can search these civilian barracks, though, and it looks like, so far, we're not swamped with zombies. I heard something then. Look at that delay. Look at that delay in searching. He's not even searching. We're now stuck with the wheel on us. Now he searches fine. Bizarre. Oh shit, look at that. A 40-round C-mag. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm tempted to not even take it, and people would be like, you what? Look at that. Fishing hook damaged. But if we've got room in the bag... Oh, shit. How are all these ruined? Did we get hit by zombies on the back? That's annoying. Oh, it's really frustrating, the performance of the server. I haven't read the Discord. I should always check the Discord, shouldn't I, before I start recording. But I just have blind faith that things will work first time. And it's my pet hate when they don't. And maybe there's even a message up. Sorry, we're having problems. I didn't even bother checking it. So my fault, my bad. It's on me. But this one could be a bit of a shit show. But it's got to be done for continuity. Like I said, we've got to keep you in the loop of where Roy is, how he's doing. Even if we have some issues along the way. Got to keep an eye on the gloves. Look, see, look at that. Oh, we found the variable man. What about the variable internet? The variable server performance. I want to read that book. A blood test kit. Okay, I mean... we probably could test what type we are. O positive? Oh. Should have known it would take 3 hours to do the blood test. What is this? The NHS? Bosh. A positive. Aye. We've just messed our hands up. For next to no reason, really. But we can always wash them at the well if it's working. Or the little pond that's nearby. I don't think we've got chlorine tabs, have we? Oh, I don't think we've even got a water container, even if we did. I think that's the first bin we've searched where we haven't had an item, even if it was just a useless book. Oh, do you know what? I should be searching these industrial. Oh, look at that. There we go. The server machine needs to reboot to get rid of the lag. Thank you very much. I love that. That is fantastic service. You don't see that often in many other servers, unless there's a DayZ event going on and all eyes are on the server. So sometimes you feel like it's almost forced. But what a fantastic thing for the admin to do on the hop. And as you can see there, Benz has just subscribed to the channel. I don't know if that pops up in the recording or just for me on OBS. But I just saw Benz subscribe to your channel, so thank you very much. Now I'm going to sit in this train station, take the restart. I really apologise for the lag in the first half an hour, but I'm thankful the server admins have thrown their hands up live on camera and proved that it was nothing to do with me. So I'm going to pause the recording and I'll see you on the other side of the restart where we can hopefully get something done in Solnichny. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. We have had a server restart and hopefully that has fixed all the desync lag problems. Look at this. Wooden pallet. Can be dismantled into planks and nails with a crowbar, hatchet or axe. Well, for science, we got to do this. It's the first time I've seen this. Oh god. You happy to spend a minute with me for science? Today on wooden pallet dismantling. We have a beautiful example here found in the Solnichny train station. Let's see what materials we get from this. I mean, if you were building a base, or you wanted to make a little crate for a stash, how many parts, what will we get from one badly damaged wooden pallet? Let's see. Oh, scheiße. Look at that. 20 nails, 6 pristine planks. That's pretty cool. I'm tempted to keep the nails. I can't do anything with that, can I? No. Oh god, that's damaged now. The bag, I've just realised. That's very cool, though. Very, very cool. If you're into your base building, and my god, it would take you a while to get the materials required. But if you were... Oh, isn't it nice to do this? Put things in your hands. Put things back in your inventory and they go there immediately. Woo! What a time to be alive. Let's not get too blasé. But I do want to search all this industrial. See if we can find a shovel or a hoe or a pick. You have to then decide what we're going to drop. It would probably be the pipe wrench. Oh, look at this. Pallet table. A table made of pallets. Wow. What? Okay, that is cool. We're finding new things out. Hasn't been a complete washout today. At least that server restart worked first time. By the looks of it. Oh my god, plastic explosives. God, we haven't got the room. Well, we could make the room for it with the feathers, couldn't we? Do we want it really, though? Can we combine that? Yeah. I just wanted to check as well. Yeah, we're still very short when it comes to medicine. Finding some decent stuff today. Winter Parker. And that's even without searching too much. We got a couple of bins coming up here, though. Ooh, look out. You know we can't walk past them. Battered hiking jacket. Let's rummage through a couple of bins by here. You never know. We might get a syringe. I'm pretty sure we need a syringe, don't we? Yeah. We've got some ampules. But we haven't got anything to inject ourselves with. That's why we're going to have to try and get into the medical bit here and the houses that spawn medical loot. 762 by 39 tips for crafting. That's cool. Very cool. Every time I play this server, I find something that surprises me in a pleasant way. Potassium iodine. I don't think we need that. I mean, we got the space to carry it. Maybe I should take it. Being a bit flippant there. Youth. I'll let you do your own jokes. No, don't mention Jimmy. It's not his diary. Found some interesting stuff around here. Not a whole lot of stuff we can go, oh, yes, 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 we need that. We haven't had a find like that today. Like the crossbow, the bag. Unbelievably, a sewing kit or duct tape would feel like a huge win in terms of fixing our stuff up. Let's keep scanning. Let's not be too blasé when it comes to, oh, there's no zombies around. Don't you dare go past these bins. This is turning into a good bin dipping episode, though. For Bin Dippers United. Oh, a hair leg. Dried. When cooked a healthy meal. Well, it's dried already. We're living well today. We've had cereal. And we've had a hair leg. Little nibble. The hair was on a diet. Pride and Prejudice. Picking up all the classics as well today. Frankenstein. Pride and Prejudice. Jimmy Savile's Diary. Check the blue tin. What I have noticed though, and I mean, I can't remember where we spawned. Did we spawn in Cherno, Prig, for this character? We've searched a lot of industrial, a lot of sheds, I want to say. And we haven't got anywhere near gardening utensils. We've been carrying these seeds. Oh no, the tomatoes are ruined, bro. The zombies have been slapping the shit out of us. I don't see how it was ruined when our Winter Parker is still worn. How the item inside has been ruined, but there you go. Athletics is up to 19. Beautiful. Nearly got our first branch of our skill tree up to into the 20s. A little bit of a milestone, that'll be. What's that? A pullover. Now, we need something underneath. Oh. Yes, there we go. The insulation. Let's go. Pristine. And it gives us medium insulation under the jacket. It's nice. God damn it. Edge our way over to this part of town. Of course, we've been spawned back in now for 5 minutes or more. So the zombies could start spawning in around us. We've got to be careful. Not too complacent. Oh, the lovely plug cable reel. Greatest asset in the game. Does anyone ever pick them up? Let me know in the comments. I suppose you need them to run a generator in your base. Thiopental. Can't remember what that is off the top of my head, but while we've got stacks of room, we're going to pick it up. If we ever get in a desperate situation, we can always check. Oh my god, look at that. There we go. Now, it won't fit in the vest. It won't fit anywhere. Period. What it does mean is we can drink out of the well. We're literally going to have to carry this around with us everywhere we go. Because it's so useful to be able to cook on the road, make a little improvised cooking stand. It's huge, but we haven't got anywhere to keep it because our bag isn't big enough to maintain a huge first aid kit. Our items of clothing aren't big enough either. But I think it's huge. I think it's going to be that item of today's episode where we go, okay, that's big. It's annoying that we can't trouser, pocket the thing. Every bin we want to rummage, we're going to have to drop it. Every zombie we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to drop it beforehand. So it is super annoying. But this is the type of server, the type of life where everything is slowed down. So if it slows us down a little bit more, I suppose so be it. As long as the server isn't laggy and we can just drop it, pull out the pipe wrench, crossbow, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Like I say, it's just a major inconvenience, to be honest. We can search the other side of the road later. Let's keep to this side. We want to get Sonichny done thoroughly before the end of this episode. I think our gloves are going to go in a minute. I think they're... Oh, there you go. The timing. So for now, we got to put them on. We've got space now. We are going to be on the lookout for new gloves. That's going to be huge. Whether they're more medical gloves or proper gloves. Shit. Karen scared the life out of me then. We're going to have to deal with Karen. Cooking pot really visible, which is good. Not going to lose the cooking pot. That's annoying. Oh shit. Now is that a deep wound? Oh shit, they're all coming in. No, it's not a deep wound, it's just a normal cut. Oh no, he done me with the shimmy. We're in trouble, we're backed into the corner. It's only a normal scratch that we can bandage, thank God, otherwise we'd have been on the lookout for a surgical kit. There's another zombie crawling up to us, which is wonderful. Stuck in the bush, playing chase with a zombo. That's a headshot, baby. If you can get the headshots on the crawlers, then I suppose this crossbow is huge, because they're very difficult to beat to death with the melee weapon. I think I remember where I dropped the pot. I want to search the medical zombies because they could have that elusive syringe on them. Some Flemiclav, Tetra, whatever. Can't be bothered with the normal ones. Alright, that was a little bit harem-scarum for my liking. Did we take any real bad damage? Yeah. Winter Park, the hiking jacket's actually got an extra slot. Need to make sure they didn't batter anything else down to ruins. Yeah, feathers ruined. Look. Imagine you're down to your last. Another hook ruined. Suddenly, we're not so flush. We've only got one hook. Sorry. Oh, that one's ruined as well. Down to our last fishing hook. Badly damaged, sir. Okay. Another chicken would be huge then, wouldn't it? I mean, we can hunt a larger animal with the crossbow. Suddenly, from being flush, we need to search bins thoroughly now to hopefully get an empty can of food. We can then turn into a hook. Spin effects and sand. Sounds thrilling. What a page turner. We've got the sprained ankle. That's been placed there. That doesn't spawn like that, whatever it is. Surely to God. Oh my God, a hacksaw would be fantastic. Oh, and we can carry it in the pot. Is fantastic. Okay. What is this? Standalone smelter. Using... Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Someone must have been around this area then. That surely doesn't just spawn there. There is a bit of industrial down here. I should search it. Should take the time to search it before going across the road to the other side of Sonich. I don't want to walk past a pair of really nice gloves, you know? Let's go and check this blue tin. We'll poke our nose into the big hangar then. That's it this side. Cross the road then and start heading towards the medical and the houses around the medical. I said we were going to cut this episode short today. We probably won't. We got a lot of things to do still in Sonich that I want to do. Yeah, this is going to be another waste of time, isn't it? We've shaken off our slight injuries, which is good. Yeah, sod all again, apart from the radiator. I mean, imagine getting a car going on this server. Be an absolute dream. This is why finding a tent would be huge, so we could stash some stuff, some later life goals, you know, car parts, NBC, base building stuff for sure. Might get some cans. Bin dippers unite. Glad we found the cereal and the hair leg now. Right, nothing in the bins. There's usually never anything in these huge hangars. Apart from trash. Another crowbar. We don't need it. So let's head over. Let's hit the couple of houses and sheds up on the right-hand side first of all. Apple has dropped. The sun is dropping. And here comes the rain again. Ding 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 ding. Hopefully we dealt with the main cluster of zombies around the medical, around the buildings that spawn medical. The car. Paper, lots of drop paper and a recent fire. I told you someone was around. That smelter didn't just find itself there. That's a lot of paper. Someone ripping up a book, I think. Shit. He didn't even pause. Son of a gun. Sorry. Bit of pain. Shit. That's beautiful. That is one huge plus of the crossbow on this server, the crawlers. become a lot easier to deal with. Even with an improvised spear, other good melee weapons, they seem to be able to tank everything, especially if you don't hit them with an immediate headshot. I wonder if there's a base in Solnichny? Or did we just happen to cross paths and just miss? Either side of that restart, I think. A fellow survivor. Interesting. That was enough paper there to make me think, log out, 100%. Come on, give me a can, an empty can of food we can make into a hook. Just so I've got 2. If I've got 2 on me, I feel, alright, we're probably going to catch 1 fish, even if one of them fails. We've got to keep an eye out as well. Maybe the survivor didn't make it, and their reanimated corpse is wandering around Solnichny like a tank. Don't really want to have to deal with that, with them. If they logged off for the restart, maybe they log back in and catch us by surprise, you know, gotta be a bit wary. Let's loot this and then we'll go over to the house that has the possibility of spawning medical loot. Okay. Bin by here. Rummage. I hope they didn't loot the medical already and take all the good shit for themselves. Selfish. We can have a little look around the car. Don't really need that. Ooh. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, with the rope belt on us. I don't think you can combine this stuff, can you? Nah. But we'll take another one while we got the room. Heferol is blood. Salafalk is food poisoning. Potassium ion hexacyanoferrate. Excuse me. Got a cold IRL. Need some Tetra IRL. Does anyone want to let me know on a postcard? Prize for guessing. What does that do? We've got 6 tablets of it though, so. And that's the reason why we're thoroughly having a little... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I want to search, because if we find items, they're likely to be medical items, aren't they? Being in a medical spawn area, you'd think. Keep on my toes for players, so... Nothing else there. Let's go and check the hunting store after this bin. We'll whip around to the well then. Get a nice big drink. Being soaking wet's not great. Gonna have to think about getting a fire next episode. Dry our clothes off. Probably try and catch a fish with whatever hooks we've got. Gets to the point when you're cruising suddenly. Oh my god, look at that. Sport up with the scope. Incredibly, we haven't got room for the scope. Yeah, we have. We've got room for the scope. Even though it's badly damaged, I want to take it. Tactical trowel. Best insulation. Our trousers are battered anyway. We could put the worm on the hook and save another slot. I am aware of that. 6 rags there if you want them. Could search the wardrobe and that, but I'm not gonna. Shit. NBC zombie just comes out of nowhere. Oh man. Sprained hand, we can deal with that. Is it working? It's working. Woo! I can have a right slug at this now. I'm pretty sure the water will empty if I put them in my pants. Do I want to try it for science? If we could carry a full pot of clean water with us, it would be huge. If it splashes out into... Oh, we can't put the pot away anyway, so we might as well fill it with water. I've got nothing to put the pot into, so okay. We definitely... I'm going to commit to drinking the full pot. I don't think we'll be sick. I think we can drink it all. Stealth up to 11. We'll refill and then we'll go over towards the medical. As it's getting dark, we might end it in the medical. It probably is going to be around about an hour, as it turns out. We've got quite a few bins and piles of rubbish to search around this area too. Do with some gloves. We know we've got one more pair of surgical gloves badly damaged. Once these go. Oh, ibuprofen is nice. We just smashed the last couple of them for pain. Very timely. Well worth searching these piles. That ibuprofen alone is huge. See how many times we've been bashed up to get pain today. Alright, the medical. Just don't want to run into a former player zombie, do you know what I mean? Adapress. I don't think we need that. Paramedic pants. We don't need... Don't know if you can search the desks and that here. Yeah, you can. It's well worth doing. Maltifer? I got a feeling that's good stuff. Still haven't got a syringe. At this point, we're going to have to go up to Berezino. For a syringe, because it's just not worth going inland and not having that stuff. I think that's good stuff as well. Oh, that is very good stuff. Sepsis meds once we get a syringe. Serosol, isn't that pain? It's either pain or food poisoning. Oh my god, nice. Either for hydration if we were absolutely stuffed, or blood regen. Having that ready made up to go is huge. Very nice. The saline bag, ready to go. But I could search that. Obviously not. Might have missed one or two things. Can't see a bin there. Well, immunity up to 8. Something else went up as well, didn't it? Stealth. Nothing to unlock. Let's just hop the fence and hit a few sheds up before we log, because it's getting dark. Perfect timing for the end of this episode, 54 minutes in. Haven't run into the person that dropped the smelter And all that paper. Glow stick. I know I've missed a couple of sheds here and there. I'm not going crazy, I'm just looking for obvious things in these last few houses. What we call it for Roy. It's been a mixed bag today. I feel like we've lost some things because of them being ruined in our clothing. And then on the other hand, we've gained some things, and especially the cooking pot. And we've done some things for science as well. We've discovered a few things that we perhaps didn't know. The poems of Guacamo Leopard. We're going to go with Guacamo. Probably butchered that. Apologies. We saw evidence of a player. We saw fire. Lots of drop paper, but no player themselves. We still haven't got a radio to keep her onto any missions. We still haven't got a gardening implement if we wanted to do a plot. And we still haven't got a syringe if we wanted to cure ourselves of anything that we've got vials, ampules of medicine for. It's a nice cap. I don't want it though. We found a bit of food on the go, which was huge. Managed to sip thoroughly. She won't stay still long enough for me to land a headshot. Karen! Oh, imagine I landed that, eh? Oh, you absolute... horrible human being. Once were. The saw is pretty nice as well, isn't it? Pristine. The cutting shizer up because the utility, the utensils, the tools seem to last quite a long time on this server. Hey, I think that goes on over your clothing and stuff. It does. Ah, damn it. Where's my jumper? Oh, no. I see. Right, let's put the cape back on a minute. When I swapped my coat out, it took off my undergarment, my sweater, so we're looking for insulation again. So we've got to remember it does that every time you take off your big overcoat. I'm not going to bother doing it now because we're not playing in the winter season. We could always look out for another undershirt. But for now, we'll put the badly damaged cape over. It takes a little bit of colour, white colour off the helmet and blue off the jacket. So it actually camouflages you a little bit if you were sat in a bush. Not the greatest, but we'll wear it for the scabby, trampy look. I bet someone's screaming at me because I walked past a doghouse, haven't I? I'm pretty sure there's one or two around here that we've neglected to search. What an absolute travesty that would have been. Am I tripping? Yeah, there's one at least. I'm sure that there's more than one, but let's go. If you put it in the comments, you missed the doghouse, you absolute bleep. That one's for you. Didn't get anything anyway. House on the end. There's an electrical shed. There's a couple of houses we didn't hit the other side of the road. And then we're done. There's a car. That's like a little chicken thing. We certainly don't need feathers, even though we lost some. Oh, there's another doghouse. There it is. I knew there was another one around here somewhere. We've got to make sure we don't get a cut. Well, we've already got to cut off a zombie that could turn to sepsis. Because we still haven't got a syringe. If we get sepsis now from a cut, we're done. We'd have to literally just book it to Berezino and hope, which is where we're headed anyway. I don't even know what that's for. Probably someone will tell me that was vital, and I probably should take it because we got room in the first aid kit. I don't know why I don't just keep hitting the hot bar to do that. Didn't find any more surgical gloves as well. Oh, they are ruined now. Oh, do you know what? Wash our hands. And a little bit of the water from the pot. Let's keep on top of this, because if we lost our gloves, we can do no more bin dipping, but we could still eat food that we might find on the way, or... I tell you what we should do as well then, is go back to the hunting store and get that flag. I'm pretty sure it was a pristine flag, so 6 rags, and at least we would have hand wraps so we could fillet fish and XYZ. We wouldn't be able to go bin dipping though, because they would be exposing the tip. Dear, dear, dear. Do your own jokes. Not going to search all that. Do you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to go back to the hunting store. We're going to break down the flag, I believe it was. There was a collar dress somewhere, but I'll be damned if I'm searching the whole of the town for that again. Oh, man. Another Karen has spawned in. En route. There's a little shed behind the pub we haven't checked either. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I need you to drop some. Thank you. Oh, shit. What a way to end. Oh my god, we got a badly sprained orange hand now. What is this, the Donald Trump hand? The most sprained hand you've ever seen. I talk to my people. Nobody's ever seen a sprained hand like it before. Terrible injury. Chronic. Shit, I feel we need to rummage through the bins in case we get an absolute dreamy syringe with the last use of our fingertip covered gloves. Which we badly got to keep an eye on these ones. In the light blue as well. We're gonna have to probably get a fire before leaving Sonich. We'll see the state of our guy at our boy Roy at the start of the next episode. We're ready for the next episode. Yeah, it's episodes every day. Alright. Oh, we nearly made the armband. Nearly made the armband. There we go. Because what we don't want to do is run out of gloves, not be able to even fillet fish to sustain ourselves, or a chicken. Like, come on. The rags are going to get damp, but what can we do? I want to protect them because they're quite vital. And in the hunting store, just over an hour gone, that's where we're going to leave Roy. Bit of a higgledy-piggledy episode with the server issues in the first 25 minutes before the restart. I apologise for that. It was out of our hands. A mixed bag for Roy. Sorry, really. The cooking pot is amazing. The hacksaw is amazing. We made some more bolts. We've lost 1 or 2 on the way. Pristine screwdriver. A hunting scope. You know, it's better than having nothing. We could scope in and have a look if we wanted to overwatch. Some of our equipment has taken damage, and there's nothing we can do about it. We picked up a cape. We look a bit like Swampy. Or when we used to go out trick-or-treating as a kid, where your mother would make you wear a bin liner. We found this, ridiculously, which is probably going to be no use to us. The matches are still not damp, which gives me hope that they will remain so. We've picked up a ton of meds. Oh, we have got a Moxavan still for sepsis and topo, so... Okay, the syringe would be nice, but it's still not desperate times yet if we were to get sepsis from a cut finger or from a zombie. All in all, Roy carries on, strives on with these new stats, nearly up into the 20s for something. And if you're still enjoying this series, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, drop a sub. We're aiming to hit 3k subs in the next few months, hopefully. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.